Hello, it's Ryeven. If you don't want to hear this post and move on to the part, please go to this timestamp right now. Okay, just a little warning and disclaimer at the start of this is that I do not condone blatantly copying and harassing users with the intention to hurt them in any way at all. Whilst I'm saying this, also please don't go witch hunting or asking people involved about questions to do with anything, and I mean anything about this. Both hosts want to leave the past in the past because others keep trying to bring it up. But in that case, I'll be calling my hosts Bob and Grotty and the other host Larry, so they shall be anonymous and identities will be kept safe. Since this is the first time I've ever made a disclaimer post, I'll be repeating myself a bit and going a bit fast paced at the same time. I personally didn't want to bring this up until I looked into it more, but I do believe that it should have been mentioned. Also, yes, I have in fact gotten permission to talk about this from both parties. Also, I am sorry if this sounds biased at all. A lot of the information is from Larry and a bit of Bob, though we didn't talk much. But I will be having a 90% neutral opinion on this throughout the post. This is more of a message to Bob here, but I'm not intending to hurt you in any way, I promise. I'm glad that both you and Larry have actually acted the right way when talking to me, and I think that was amazing in hindsight, and I respect that a lot. I don't want to paint either of you as dirt because of that and other things. All I'm happy about is that you were calm and did your best to honestly tell me what happened. I completely understand because hosting maps aren't easy as it seems. Besides, I've been hosting an assortment of them for almost 5 years already. Another thing to add is that I actually had no idea about the information that was going around while I was actually making this map part. I had just recently finished this morning and then decided to look at the YouTube comments like I sometimes do. Until I found a message about my hosts Bob and Qwerty supposedly stealing from another. There is quite a lot of information in Bob and Qwerty's map that they stole some content. It's in the cover art, the part's timing is perfect not perfect, the description has little bits copied from Larry's map, and while the themes and audio are not the same, they both came from the same source, which isn't so bad. Being curious, I did some digging and found out that Bob dropped from Larry's map 5 or so months back. I asked Larry about this in private, and I was very confused to find out that Bob had actually made some apparent gross joke map parts for their map, and apparently was poking fun at Larry and harassing them about it pretty much. Larry had shown me some pictures in a video, and not to be a tiny bit biased, but golly, they meant it when I said gross. Until I felt so deep, a never-ending tragedy. You haunt me in my dreams, but it's all I want to see. Take note that Bob and Larry have probably never had any connections prior to this map. Bob said in the older description that they were being made fun of publicly by Larry, as you can see here. All they felt was just disappointment and a mix of upset confusion from seeing those parts. Larry got banned from that server at the same time their proof got uploaded, because they were going to tell Qwerty about it. So Larry decided to have a nice chat with Bob with questions and such about those parts. But currently Bob still has not spoken or replied to them about it. As of now, Larry's map is actually unlisted. It seems a bit disgusting and fishing with how Bob acted by making jokey joke parts for no reason, and acting quite rude to Larry in the same process. All Larry wanted was just to have one completed map and make friends. For me, I won't be updating much information unless it is needed. But just please don't go trying to witch hunt these users or try and bring it upon them. If Bob, Qwerty or Larry was still like talking to me about it, my social media is below. So here is my part for the map.